Hello everyone, my name is Bricky, and today Fat Shark has hired me to do a rundown of their brand new weapon mastery, consecration, empowering, etc. system for the game. It is a brand new update that massively overhauls a ton of the weapon systems, the end game loot system going along with it, how you make weapons better, how you adjust weapons, the whole 9 yards, in a way that makes it not only, I'd argue, much easier to understand, but also gives you more things to work towards and talk about in the end points of the game. But first, let me slip into something a little more comfortable. Fantastic. A very important thing is that all of your weapons will not be going anywhere in this one. They will not be considered obsolete. In fact, they might actually end up getting better depending on the rating of them. For example, this Catachin sword here has all of these various stats: damage, finesse, mobility, and they all still add up to 380, but they aren't all there as there is the teensy little bit missing. So as you empower the weapon, you can max it all out. So every weapon can still be maxed out at 380, and if your favorite ones aren't, they can be now. The way this all works is that there's a new tab, the mastery section, on this screen. I also have a demo character to show you. That's why I have this insane amount of materials. In the mastery tab, you can find both of your melee and ranged weapons, and in those you can notice the various types of blessings. You can see here, for example, the sapper shovel has a max power rating as well as a mastery rating with an experience bar. Heading into the blessings menu, you can see this whole thing here, which might initially look confusing, but I blame the insanity of Warhammer art direction. Do not worry. On the bottom here, this is just how you unlock it through your mastery levels: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so on and so forth, to a maximum of 20. This bar here controls your everything. This gets you your extra blessing points. This gets you your new types of marks. This gets you your new types of perks. This gets you your higher power caps, and so on all the way to the end. Level 4 perks here, 500 power cap here, and the rest of the blessings. Now you get all of this just by using the weapon, right? The experience points there is directly tied to you killing heretics with this weapon. Higher difficulties, higher experience, you know the usual. You can also up it by sacrificing certain weapons, which I'll talk about in a moment. But for example, this Devil's Claw sword here has the blessings menu here, and as you spend points with this cool little bar on the left hand side, you unlock various blessings. And if you notice, this one's on blessing 2 already, which allows me to then, add 2 here, or maybe here, and then blah, da, 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 and then bada bing, bada boom. Now we have 3, so I can now do blessings 3. I'm out of points, but you get the point. On the bottom, as you can see, the level points go all the way up to 9, and as I keep using the sword, it'll go higher and higher. Well, a great thing to note is when you're at max level 20, you will fill out this entire thing. No need to respec, nothing like that. You get it all. So that's how you level up and use your new weapons. So in order to mess around with that a bit more, obviously you go to Best Girl Hadron, and then you start chatting with her about all kinds of new options. Like I mentioned before, you can get XP by sacrificing your weapons. So say I really like that Devil's Claw sword still, go ahead and go there, pick some options there. Doesn't have to be the same level. Honestly, it could be whatever so long as it's green or higher. And if it's the same weapon, it will get you more XP. Notice how the heavy las pistol gets you 1465 experience with the little bar, and the other Devil's Claw sword gets you 8790. So it's definitely better for that, but you can use basically anything. Continue, sacrifice, bada bing. We are now mastery level 10 instead of 9. Open up the tab, and then bada bing, bada boom, we just unlocked the new mark, just like that. Real quick here, I blessed a whole bunch of Devil's Claw swords, so you click on all of them, you notice that it ups my mastery a decent amount, all the way to 13. Go through them all, and now once again I have a ton more points. And that's kind of just the general stick. Each weapon does this kind of thing. You move its way up. I got a bunch more blessings. Let's pop them around in various spots, and then wait for the cool sound effect. Beautiful. Everything else about it is, as you know, refining your weapon allows you to get the various kinds of perks and swap them out the way you usually can. Re-blessing your weapon allows you to take those very blessings you just unlocked and add them to your weapon. And lastly, there's the empower system. As mentioned before, each weapon still has a maximum potential of 380 in terms of the rating, but now you can see exactly how far it can go, what it's currently at, and then when you're a high enough mastery, you empower it. So as you can see here, it is 360. Upping it to 370 adds a little bit of percentage across the board, and once done, you make it move up, and then you can do it again and again and again, but not again, because I'm not high enough level yet to reach 500, which is of course the max, giving you full 380 across the board. And that's basically the whole system. The entire point of it is to put it all in one area. This menu here will show you everything you need to be at. It's how you get all of your blessings set up. It allows you way more player choice in doing so. It shows you where you're currently at in terms of perk rarity, in terms of power cap. It shows you also how it is for each one of the weapons, and you can reward yourself by leveling up your favorite weapon as you play through the game and make it better. And if you already, have, or you want to use a different weapon, you can of course sacrifice stuff for that weapon instead as a workaround. Oh, and before I forget, the last thing that's very important, the mark system. Each weapon has various marks you unlock through the mastery system as well, and that just lets you pick the one that you like the most. Before, there were various types of mark for the shovel, for example, and it changes up things like the light attack, whether it's crowd control and strike down for your attack, sometimes the different kinds of modes, special melee attack versus switch mode. The devil's claw, as you can see, because I'm high enough of a level, I can choose just which one I want. Changes up the aesthetic, makes it look good, and also has various types of changes for, say, the heavy attack here. Lasgun, same deal. Mobile high damage or mobile high capacity. You can see the adjustments of the hip fire, the aim down sights, the ammunition, the whole thing. And that's about it. The whole point of everything is to make it easier for the player and to put it all in the same spot. And that is a huge change that I think will help with the end game a lot and make people a lot more intuitive when it comes to a lot of the final bits of the title. Thank you again so much, Fat Shark, for hiring me to do this little video, to go through this little explanation. I thoroughly appreciate it. And yeah, get blessing.